Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 of my Icarus Evolution playthrough series for Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Icon and today it's all going to be about the intermediate products. Last episode I put up pretty much everything except for the glass production. We're going to see. Let's check out what was the glass necessary for again. Well, it's for prisms, storage tanks, matrix labs, and chemical plants. Well, I will survive a while without that stuff. No, today I want to put up a magnetic coil, electric motor, probably some gears, circuit boards, all these nasty little doodads that I need to go for further mech upgrades, because you see these things here are all really cool, especially the mass construction, for example. And not only do I need these for upgrades, I'll also need these for all manner of different machines, so that's gonna be our first thing to do. So I here have an input of magnets, copper, and iron plates. I also set up a couple of things that we're going to be needing. I'm pretty sure that it won't be enough at all because it's always like that. But, well, we gotta start somewhere, don't we? Yeah, I put up a solar panel because I got one for free. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to have a splitter here splitting off the copper plates for me. I really don't know how I will be organizing these things in the long run, but there's plenty to come. So I want to start out with the magnetic coils. I'm going to be needing one copper plate and two magnets, so let's get that stuff off grid. So let's put this like that. And here we go. So we're going to be needing double the amount of magnets. Alrighty. Do I still have assemblers on me? Yes, I do. I try to prepare myself as good as possible. So we're going to be needing the... oh, wait a sec. That one's too far away. Ah, because I did place it down. Okay. There's still a couple of things with the placement system in this game that are a little bit confusing to me. So I'm using tier 2 sorters here because they have just the right throughput for me. So this one going to be producing magnetic coils. Beautiful. There we go. I don't need to produce them manually anymore. Wonderful. So the first thing I want to do is put up a couple of storages, and since I'm not able to distribute these things for now, I'm going to be setting up small storage modules, really only with the purpose to store one stack of this good for me. I'm not a big fan of buffering, as you know. We already talked about that in the last episode. But in that regard, this is just a stockpile to make sure that I have more than the stuff which is stockpiling in there. So, whoopsie, I made a little mistake there. Oh. Still working out. Alright, so now we can grab magnets and stuff for other projects if necessary. So here, we'll be needing these and metal and gear wheels. So next stop, these bad boys. Alright. So let's make sure that I'm gonna be able to say, can I bring that up? No, I can't bring that up like that. Okay, so these were not really well placed, I guess. But, you know, we learn out of that. Go away, replicator. You're in my way. But all together, I mean, it does bring me where I want to be, so I'm not going to mutter about that. It just looks like crap. But, you know, large-scale organization of these things is something I really suck at still. mostly because I really don't have watched other people's videos or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure that lots and lots of smart brains out there have already derived really good solutions for all these little problems I'm running through here. But, you know, I'm really not that interested in copy-pasting other people's stuff before I feel like, man, I'm done with that. I don't want to think for myself anymore. Somebody else let me, you know? That's just me. And that's why you will see a lot of weird own builds and whatnot here. Oh, wait a sec, that won't like that. Let's see, I will be leaving that like this. And now. Let's put it down like that. Put it down like that. I guess there are easier solutions than the stuff I'm pulling up here, but you know. Like I said, I consider myself still in my learning phase, so... Makes me wonder if buildings can pick up from an elevated level, or if they only pick up from the ground level, if you get my idea. Okay. But this is really only a very meager and small approach. Therefore, oh, I put them in the wrong order, whatever. Therefore, it's all badly optimized. But I do want to say that I always learn a lot by doing mistakes. In my personal opinion, there's nothing as educative as mistakes, because that's when you actively change your behavior, when you're looking for things you can do better. Once routine kicks in, your brain is not that open for new information anymore. At least it's for me like that. Feel free to drop me into the comments how it's for you, because that's one thing I really love about games like these. Everybody seems to have a different routine and different approach and a different way of doing things. Like, for example, a lot of things do love to copy other people's stuff because they don't have to do the thinking themselves. I don't know. I really would love to know how people are wired, but it's a lovely thing about sandbox games. There's no wrong, there's just a lot of different ways to do things. Some of them are more efficient than others. So this really looks like crap, doesn't it? Wow, I really gotta learn to weave these belts better, but... You know, as a Factorio player, or, well, as somebody who came from Factorio, those height levels are still a little bit confusing to me at times. But enough about that. The good news here is we're finally able to get those items and do the upgrades I wanted to do. So I just want to start out with unlocking mass production. One thing that's really been on my mind for quite some time. There we go, we got that. And let's see other little ticks. So energy circuit I already researched. Inventory capacity, well, I don't have the necessary little parts there. Mech core, well, that's all other stuff already. Universe exploration, we could definitely go for that. And let's see. Looks like that's been all the jazz that we were able to do. But nevertheless, this is all a nice preparation there to get the ball rolling later on too. Alright. Let's create ourselves some other intermediates. So, there we go. At least this will make my handcrafting procedures a lot faster by providing me the necessary base materials. So I don't have to pre-craft all these electromagnets and whatnot. And the boards. It's really helpful. Okay. Because handcrafting is actually not that slow if you don't need to prefabricate all the you don't need to fabricate all the pre-crafts by yourself. So I bet we're gonna be in some real power issues soon. Okay, so we got ourselves a gear wheel fabricator. And the best part about all this, well, the gear wheel fabricator is crap, but all the other dudes can output their stuff onto a belt, then I can move it around again, so quite okay with that. So, what's up next? I got this, I got that. I'd love to have some electric motors, but these would be, yeah, a little bit more complicated. I do have all the prefabs for that, though, so it's not impossible or anything like that. I'd say we're definitely gonna do this, so let's do this. Yeah, and looks like... Nah, I'm not gonna dismantle the storage right yet. So I can pick up my iron from here. Brilliant. So let's see. We're just gonna be weaving that little thing a little bit further. And I'm gonna be dropping some of that here. And then we can produce the electrical motors really, really easily by just grabbing one part of the deal from up here. Let's see, how much will we need? We'll need... Oh, crap. Never mind. It doesn't even need those. Blueprint limit, 150 facilities. You can now create a blueprint. Press Control Copy to copy a piece of production line and save as a blueprint. A piece of production line? Ah, okay, so that's that. Cool stuff. I was waiting for that. Does it also factorize things? No, it doesn't. Oh, crap. Reset blueprint, quit mode. But I heard about the fact that this has been implemented into the game, and I've been very, very hyped about that from the very first moment I heard of it. So, well, then we gotta do it a little bit more complicated. Whatever. I never said I'd make a beautiful build. I just said I'd make it work. Something I really keep telling myself whenever I feel like the stuff I'm building looks like crap. Always think about two things. First off, everybody started small when that's happening to you. And secondly, you know, as long as it works, nobody will ask how it looks. Function first, beauty later. Believe me, you're gonna make yourself happier if you perform like that. So what were we needing? So we're needing one of these items per second, per 2 seconds. So half a coil and half a gear wheel will be necessary. So the big strain there is that we're needing 1 iron plate per second. Okay. So these things are rather easily acquired. So we're done, aren't we? Yes. Hooray! Good stuff. So with all these little things in production, handcrafting and developing myself will be not that much of an issue. So, and yet again, little storage to stockpile that stuff for me. A bit. Just 1 stack. Okie dokie. Well, we got a need... Well, we got... yeah, here we needed those, and we're also going to unlock these. And then I'm finally done with all those little things that you can go for out of the inventory, upgrading your mech directly. So the next thing will be then already... Ugh, get me out of here. Will be already oil, so let's fabricate ourselves some oil extractors. Let's see, I should have already one on me. Let's see, gathering. No, I don't. Interesting. So oil extractors need plasma exciters and all the other jazz I already got on myself. No problem there. I'm just sitting around here and waiting for those engines to be produced for me while I'm pondering about the situation. So I think oil extractors, if I remember correctly, they worked like we can put down one, let's see. I think you only need one oil extractor per seep, but I'm not sure anymore. Before I go, give me some engines. Thank you. Just want to check out, but it would make sense to me if that oil seep just is being happy with one oil extractor. Boom, just like that. We're able to rotate that. Beautiful. Alrighty, so if I remember correctly, this is all still conveyor belt based, so still need some Tesla towers, but slowly but steadily I'd be able to also fabricate these items for me. Okay. I'm growing less confused about these things there, and that's a good sign. Only a couple more. So we're going to draw some power up there. There we go, finally. And now for the solar panels, the problem is we'll be needing a lot of silicon for that. In the last episode, I already set up a little bit of a facility there. Let's return down there for a moment. And between the episodes, I set up a little bit of a different situation here. So I got myself an arc smelter, refining me some high purity silicon. So I'll be able to just handcraft a couple of these bad boys in my inventory while we're on the road, you know? Just a good thing. So, mechanical frame upgrade, mecha move speed. You know, for me, these upgrades were extremely important because I think every little inch of performance here really helps a ton. Therefore, I wanted to set up a little bit of a facility for these. I think we'd be best off putting these items on conveyor belts, and after all. And, yeah. I think this should work. Before I started out, I was a little bit insecure whether or not the produced materials will be enough for a little bit of a starter base and a little bit of a mall, but by now I'm not doubting anymore. I'm a believer. So we're gonna be restructuring this whole area back there, but not now. Now I have other things on my mind, and that's the beautiful thing. So first off, we're going to be dropping down some power connection up there. To make sure that our little oil factory up here is working out. There we go. Oil's being output as, yeah, just like that. Okay, so my next big goal is the production of red science. The easy thing there is only the energetic graphite. We don't really need to fiddle around with that. The more problematic part is going to be the other material. I've forgotten. I think it was whatever. Can't check it out here. Hydrogen. So we're going to be extracting hydrogen out of that raw oil via plasma refiners, so that's the fun part. So I have more inventory capacity. Huzzah! That's exactly what messy people like me definitely need. So let's see. Don't I have a refinery? No? Or I thought I'd get one. Here, chemical plant. Yes. We don't have any. Okay. So chemical plants need glass. So glass is right now the only material I'm not mass producing by now. The other materials are already being mass produced, so we're not really struggling with that anymore. I do plan to mass produce glass back there, there's a nice little stone deposit, but I haven't found the time yet to get there. So we're going to be producing a couple of these bad boys there. This way I finally get that stone excess out of my inventory, and we're able to talk about these beauties here. So let's see, I have totally forgotten how the ratios and all were with this stuff. Chemical plant! Yeah. I built my first chemical plant. Chemical plants can change the structure of matter and synthesize more advanced industrial products. So the only thing we're here for is... Wait a sec. No. That's the wrong part. Oil refineries. Damn. Stop producing these. My bad. Yeah, we're needing oil refineries. So, with all that strain on the glass there, let's just hop over there and produce a couple, you know. It's obviously taking a moment, so let's see. Put up the smelters in between and extract ourselves some stone. There we go. Glass might be a not so often requested material, but obviously it has a lot of importance there. So here we go. Lack of splitter disturbs me. Let's start with the important things first. One splitter, and then the furnaces. Alright. I can pipe off the power from here. This has the nice side effect that I'll have power available for the mining project that's gonna happen here. Thinking ahead, you know. As good as I can, at least. So we're going to drop down one here. We're going to drop down there. And then the whole mess is going to be dropped down there. Well, probably not. Probably I want to go around this corner here. Don't want to be intruding too hard into the space of the iron there. We'll be needing that room later, so... I am not able to build the necessary amount of dudes there because I'm out of iron. No! Man. Being out of iron. So. Let's just pick a couple of iron ingots there. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What we're doing, this was what I'm doing. Well, with all the intermediates being on the line, though, it's a lot easier now, I think. So, glass production, how's the ratio? 2 units of stone, 2 seconds. That means one of these eats 1 stone per second. So we're, again, able to put up 6 of these. But how much production do I have here? 4 vein plus 7 vein makes 5 of these. Okay. Oh, I'm out of sorters. Yeah, so definitely gonna be putting up more production there. But you see, without the need of... Without the need of prefabrication, I feel like all of this is already a lot faster. Maximum comfort will be, of course, reached once I have access to a mole-like structure. But I'm going to be doing this pretty soon, I think. Alright, so no more glass handcrafting. Awesome. That's what we're going to do. So, oil refining. Oil refining is pretty cool. We're still in the need of producing those plasma exciters. Well, okay, whatever. It's okay for me. So we also need steel for these, so that's actually pretty pretty demanding product, the oil refinery. Okay, so let's see. Just want to check out how many of these I'll have to factor in. So we will be refining this stuff. So 2 units of oil are being refined for 4 seconds. That means 1 unit of oil, no, half a unit of oil is being consumed per facility. With an output of 2.5, I can host 5 of these dudes. Alright, nice. It's a pretty good ratio, I'd say, to begin with. But that also means we're definitely going to be needing a lot of these bad boys there. Symmetry! I didn't mean to delete. Crap. Well, okay. And with the output of these machines, I'll be able to put up the red science cubes quite easily. Just need a little bit more steel. And now that's the 3rd one. We'll have to produce 5 of them. And that's where I'm out of stuff for the plasma exciters. Prisms are being made out of glass. Alright. Since I ran out of glass. I see. Well. There's no need to mass-produce refineries as of yet. What I want to mass-produce, though, are things like sorters and such. So I really think that this is not that hard to be done. And it'll bring me a lot of quality of life. So let's see. The tier 2 sorters are of course the more interesting ones, but I got the engines available for that. So we'd only need electronic circuit boards and that stuff. So you know what? It's time to change the plans. So electronic circuit stuff goes on this one. Let's build a little bridge. There we go. And then we'll have those boys on the belt. Okay. Well, let's see. What did I need again? Circuit boards and iron plates. Okay. So I feel like retrying that. So this must go a little bit easier if I start out here already with bridging this stuff. So I wish there would be an easier way to... It's really the shortest I can do, obviously. Well, whatever. I don't want to break my noggin about something like that. It's not important enough, you know. So we're gonna be... Ah, yeah. Let's do this like that. These dudes, the splitters, are something I'd love to mass produce as well, because they seem to be something I need a lot of too. So we're gonna be hooking these up on a splitter there, just like that. So here we go. Speaking about splitters, put one down here. This is really a hot mess, I know that. This is happening mostly because I really have, as of yet, no real overview about how things are going to be organized in the long run. Therefore, you know, it's all a little bit chaotic, but I don't mind. Since none of these items are gone in the long run, if something goes bad, you know, there's literally nothing that we can do wrong for real here. So, go. It's only things that I'm gonna do better the next time. Alright, so, there we go. Let's produce sorters. Hell yeah, sorter production, sorter mass production. Well, This goes a little bit different than I expected. Like, I really didn't expect myself to mass-produce these items today. But, you know, it's none of the unpleasant surprises. Let's put it like that. So these dudes... no, it's just too close. Here, I want to store a couple of them, you know? Because they will be a necessary part of my industry here. But at the same time, I want to put up a couple of those on a belt as well. Or, wait a sec, do we want to put them on a belt? Or, no, actually not. Actually, it's those dudes I'm going to put on a belt. And then... the tier 2 sorter will be produced right next door. Oh, never mind it. Don't want to copy the sorters as well. So... actually... there we go. Oh, they're very close to each other. That's not good. Didn't know that I was able to place them that close together, but whatever. So, we're gonna be grabbing one of them dudes over here, and... well... let's do this something like that. There we go. Progress, my friends. Progress. So I now can produce my own inserters. That's quite massive, honestly. Or sorters. Well, honestly, let's remove that. And let's do something else. I want to try if that works. Well, it does, actually. I could place down a... whatever. I could store both of them there, but why should I? Okay, so we got mass production of the most basics. Let's go for that one too. Boards, iron plates, gear wheels. So I got the boards up here. I got the plates up here. I don't have the gear wheels up there, so let's do this like that. You know, at least the most used logistic pieces on mass production is the least I can do. I'm okay if I'm not producing the bigger facilities like smelters, miners, assemblers, and all that. Not by hand yet. But, you know, I think it's going to be a very, very big advantage to have these things on mass production now. Go. So, we got gear wheels. What was it? Gear wheels, plates, and circuits. Okay. Let's let them roll, just like that. Oh, let's keep the engines for now like that. Let's see. I mean, there's literally no reason not to use splitters like crazy. I mean, do they cost energy? No. They don't. So we're just going to put this down like that. And here we go. And just like that, the most nasty things are done. I hope. I hope so, that is. Okay. Now, let's wire it up with power. Oh, speaking about wiring things up with power. That's another thing which I feel should be on mass production by now. I consider it also as part of a logistics chain. Therefore, it's a brilliant candidate for mass production. So without storages, I can only store 20 of these at once. Is that enough for me? For now it is. You know, we're just a starter facility. So, last thing for this one. What we're going to do. Tesla towers. So, coils and more iron plates. Christ. Ah, luckily... Wonderful. Okay. So, here we go. Actually able to just place that down here. Let's go here. And then I'm gone for good. No. Done with this episode, I want to say. Because then we got really everything we needed out of this one. Quite happy with it as well. Because that means we're now happily producing all the intermediate products and all the logistics products we need to let this little factory grow. And that's a pretty big advantage. I mean, with all those pieces and bits together, I will be able to speed up things quite a lot. The last thing I'll do, and that's really the last thing, promise, is I'm going to be piping the steel over to this place because I realized that the steel is lacking there. So there we go. And I think, oh yeah, there's one more thing I forgot, but I'm going to do that off camera real quick. I have not reopened my... I have not reopened my conveyor belt production yet. Which is a shame, because we're not producing any conveyor belts right now. And that should stop as soon as possible. Alrighty, my dear friends, I thank you so much for watching. Next episode, we're going to go into the red cube production. So stay updated or online for whatever. Hit that notification bell. That's what you're going to do. Then you'll stay informed. And with that stuff being done, we're really, really close to leaving this planet and set for a new dawn. So, drop your comments down below, leave me a thumbs up, and have a good one. See you guys soon. Goodbye.